stability. Stability does not come out of thin air. This must be pursued and nurtured by all of us, who have the most vested interest as we live and grow in this region. Each and every one of us must contribute as positive forces. We must uphold the paradigm of collaboration, and this is what APT must also strive for. We should not be part of the containment. Instead, we must sustain peace and security by respecting international law and pursuing the spirit of multilateralism. APT should support the way ASEAN builds an inclusive regional architecture and implements ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific through concrete action. Second, for our resilience, we need to consolidate our mechanism to strengthen our resilience. Chiang Mai Initiative must be more agile and effective in responding to financial crisis. The APT Emergency Rice Reserve must be elevated to address future disruption in food supply. APT must be part and parcel of ensuring our region is resilient against crises that might come knocking on our doors at any time. Third, for our sustainability, being sustainable is no longer an option. We must ensure that APT can be a firm anchor to drive sustainability for our development. This is why APT must be more innovative in adapting to climate change, reducing emission, and accelerating energy transition. I propose that APT can start cooperation in developing a robust electric vehicle ecosystems. Colleagues, let us make sure that APT can always be an anchor we rely on to survive, endure, and thrive. I thank you very much. Now I would like to invite His Excellency Park Jin, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Korea, as coordinator of the +3 countries to deliver the opening remarks. Jin, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It is a great pleasure to join ASEAN ministers once again, together with my colleagues, His Excellency Hayashi Yoshimasa and His Excellency Wang Yi. As coordinator for the +3 countries, I also wish to welcome Minister Bendito Freitas of Timor-Leste for joining the ASEAN +3 Foreign Ministers meeting for the first time. Excellencies and colleagues, today the world is faced with the geopolitical tensions and geoeconomic fragmentation. The lingering effects of the pandemic also continue, which are further compounded by climate and energy crisis. Given this challenge, we need to strengthen ASEAN as the epicentrum of growth, as expressed in this year's theme. Having emerged out of the Asian financial crisis 26 years ago, the ASEAN +3 countries are fully cognizant of the importance of collective action. Fortunately, the ASEAN +3 is well equipped with a total of 60 cooperative mechanisms ensuring region-wide response to crises. For instance, the Chiang Mai Initiative Multilateralization and the ASEAN +3 Emergency Rice Reserve, or APTER, have been successful in providing safety nets against financial crises and food emergencies. As a dedicated member of the ASEAN +3 and in line with the Korea-ASEAN Solidarity Initiative, or KASI, the ROK is committed to strengthening the ASEAN +3 process. Based on our steadfast support for ASEAN centrality and the AOIP, we will work closely to effectively implement the new work plan and ensure that the ASEAN +3 remains as the main vehicle for regional cooperation. Madam Chair, you emphasized the power of dialogue in your recent speech at the Oslo Forum. You shared many success stories of ASEAN utilizing dialogue to promote stability and growth in the region. The ASEAN +3 is another example. In particular, as an integral part of the ASEAN +3 process, we should inject fresh momentum to revitalize cooperation among the +3 countries. In this connection, the ROK will play a more active role to move the trilateral cooperation forward. I hope to communicate closely with my two colleagues of Japan and China in this regard, including for the resumption of the trilateral summit. On that note, I look forward to fruitful discussion today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister Park. Now I would like to invite His Excellency Hayashi Yoshimasa to deliver his opening remarks. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I wish to thank for hosting this ASEAN +3 APT Foreign Ministers meeting. This is my great pleasure to attend ASEAN-related Foreign Ministers meeting 2 years in a row. The international community is now at the historical turning point. It is essential to uphold and reinforce the free and open international order based on the rule of law in order for the Indo-Pacific region to remain an epicentrum of growth, as Minister Park already mentioned. So the ASEAN +3 began as a response to the ASEAN financial crisis and has effectively responded to the unprecedented crisis of the COVID-19 pandemic. Japan has also been actively implementing initiatives in many areas. First, on regional financial cooperation, in order to further strengthen the Chiang Mai Initiative multilateralization, Japan encourages the swift creation of the Rapid Financing Facility and the development of a roadmap for possible financing structures. Second, to build back better from the COVID-19 pandemic, Japan has provided $3.3 billion worth of emergency financial support loans. Third, in the area of food security, Japan has been providing rice assistance through the ASEAN +3 Emergency Rice Reserve, while the importance of food security has been reaffirmed in the wake of the recent spate of natural disasters and the spread of infectious diseases. Japan supports ASEAN centrality and unity in the ASEAN +3 framework as well, and attaches great importance to cooperation in line with ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific. I look forward to having a fruitful discussion on how ASEAN +3 should work together to address current and future challenges. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, Minister Hayashi. Now I would like to invite His Excellency Wang Yi to deliver his opening remark. The floor is yours.
尊敬的刘通道外长，各位同事，很高兴出席10+3外长会，感谢外长女士所做的周到安排，也欢迎我们的新朋友，也是中国的老朋友东帝汶的外长。10+3合作是东亚区域合作最成熟的机制之一，长期以来为东亚繁荣发展做出了积极贡献。当前国际格局加速演变，东亚的未来既充满机遇，也遍布挑战。10+3国家作为地区主要经济体，理应加强团结、密切合作，共迎挑战。我们应全力推动地区经济恢复增长，为 RCEP 经济技术合作提供捐款，支持东盟国家提升协定实施能力。中方已设立支持10+3宏观经济研究办公室中国基金，支持阿姆隆举办10+3区域金融稳定合作论坛。上个月我们还召开了10+3区域经济展望中国论坛、青年企业家论坛，就深化区域合作进行了深入探讨。我们应积极助力地区可持续发展，已经通过10+3应急医疗物资储备中心向地区国家提供物资支持，正在向10+3大米紧急储备机制捐资，并且就 东亚减贫合作倡议2期项目进行前期的准备。我们还应着力恢复地区人员往来，尽快增加同地区国家的商业航班，推动出入境旅游有序恢复。近期，中国成功举办10+3移民管理政策高级别研讨会，为促进地区人文交流提供了智力支撑。本次会议上，我期待与各位同事深入交换意见，为领导人会议做好准备，推动10+3合作取得更大的进展。谢谢大家。
Thank you very much, Excellency Wang Yi. Colleagues, before we continue our meeting, I kindly request the media to leave the room for the closed session. Thank you very much, colleagues from the media.